I am speaking.
If you're ready, I'll have the search warrant? The search warrant for his house, and I'll meet you there in an hour. And Lindsay, congratulations. I know you two have been trying to get pregnant for ages.
The search warrant is like a search warrant, but you have to do it drunk.
Yeah.
That's what Tex uses.
Yes.
We haven't located So to arrest him. I'm hoping.
Had a Phillips head screwdriver with the word wang on it. I always giggled at it. It was a wang computer's screwdriver.
And apparently even quite bots on it. Time to get wet.
Yeah, just jam the wang in there and rotate it. It'll come right out.
Sometimes you gotta.
That's the solution.
Sometimes you gotta push a little harder to get it out, but.
Yeah, that's the solution to this loo puzzle.
Oh, it slipped? Yeah, it happens all the time. Don't worry about it.
It's amazing you haven't hit any. Like, it's good work.
Oh, you
This
can't.
is some Space Quest 2 shit.
They're just stopping you from
Yeah.
getting places. That's right.
Oh, I thought they would hurt you. Oh, okay.
Was there not a maze like this earlier?
look-
that
Yeah, but
did
like,
hurt you?
well, what's it called? So there's different types of spikes. Oh,
Oh, what?
he gets around.
That's count number 2 on unexpected magic carpet.
He occasionally will.
His teammates said he scraped his knee on the field.
Oh, I think his name was Winston, honey. I didn't hear anything about it, but I probably wouldn't have. You know, minor injuries are just par for the course.
I bet, but maybe you noticed the bloody balls? They were like hanging right out of his pants and everything. Winston had to sit on them the whole game.
Whoa.
This Jesse Halloran looks like he's worth.
That's fun.
Yeah,
It looks like you're hitting with a fish, yes.
Yes, many fishes.
Who says that we aren't?
You think, yeah. And just leave it in and see if anything happens.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. Oh.
The correct audio is now on. Huzzah!
Bastards.
Bums. That was what we used to do with Bad Batch, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Bums. Hello, everybody.
Bums.
Man, I hope. Oh, actually, I know that we're starting, but I also need to see if they've got an update on Deadlock Season 2
Hmm.
for a release date.
Relevant to our interests, alas, there has not been a new System Shock 2 and Remasterversary patch yet.
I'm so.
Well, you check for news, and I'll tell the people what's going on.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
a while
Deadlock
ago.
2? Nothing. But go in. We now.
Damn. Yeah, so Lee and I attempted to play for System Shock 2 a while back, years ago now. Got to a certain point and the saves just broke, unfortunately. So no progress could be made there. So come the anniversary edition, which, specifically advertises that the co-op multiplayer is fixed, we got to try it and we cannot connect.
Not at all.
Not not for love nor fucky. It's just refused.
It seems like a lot of
So
people
about-
that when they do connect, they get disconnected within 30 seconds. So
It's
I don't
another
know.
separate problem going
Yeah.
on with the multiplayer.
It
Not
just
the
made
one
me
we're
go
having.
like,
and
yeah, it just
thus-
kind of be like, I think almost that one would be more frustrating because we'd be like, yes, we connect. Oh fuck, it's done. But we
yeah, the
hadn't.
high and then the low.
Yeah,
They are on a roller coaster. We're on like the kiddie ride that just goes round in a circle.
and then smacks into the wall every single time. Just
What?
because it doesn't connect, so it just goes bang. No more. I give you no other answers.
I would think it would just go round and round in a loop until we decide to get off, but
Yeah, that works as well.
just because you're not out of bed means hydration isn't important. Hydration is important,
Yeah.
and you remind us of this.
Have you done your sip?
Mm-hmm.
We will not like. I mean, I know that not quite the thing because we've got something to play today, but fuck, you fucker. I
You
entirely
agreed
forgot
to
about-
stream with me.
I did. Now I know why I'm driving and you're not. All right.
Hee.
But before we actually dive into the Devil's Canyon that we have, which you also need to explain where this game came from. But
Yes, I do.
But first, we will not be having Dave either today. Not today, and also not on our regular streaming time. Now Dave's on a cruise. And I said to him, "You don't seem like the cruise person." And he said, "But I love boats." And I'm like, "Yeah, but that's different to going on a cruise. Cruise is not about the boat itself. It's about the entertainment on the boat."
Well,
So-
given the time he spent with Titanic, the Bastard Sinks, or whatever the game was called,
Honor and glory, yeah.
maybe Honor and Glory. That's the one. Just a couple of letters off.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have seen this coming.
Well, we'll have to ask him when he gets back and just be like, "So, are you actually a cruise person, or was I right? You just actually want to see actual boats?" Which I suppose a cruise ship is an actual boat, but every time I ever hear about cruise boats, it's like, "Oh, we went gambling on the boat. We just sat on the deck side on the boat. We ate a whole heap of food in a buffet on the boat. There was bingo on the boat." I'm just like, this is not sounding like fun. I mean, parts of it sound like fun.
I mean, I could take or leave the bingo, but the rest of it sounds great.
I did drag bingo at work for a couple weeks ago, and that was bizarre because I have done drag bingo through previous job where they would, just being sassy and all that. But this one was like weirdly sexual, like more sexual than I was expecting at a corporate place. Like part of like
Is drag bingo a big thing down there? Because
yeah, it's been
you're
getting pretty popular down here.
the first I've heard of it is through you. So
But because but I think it's also like the different types of drag queens that are doing it. Because like the first time that I did it, they were older drag queens. Like I'd say like in their late 50s to late 60s, whereas the group that were doing it for work this time, I would say like 30s to 50 at the oldest. But like it was kind of like, when you're one away from calling bingo, you have to go, "I'm coming," and I was like, I just looked at my coworker and I just went, "I'm not doing that," and he went, "Neither am I."
that's maybe a bit much.
Yeah. And then they somehow managed to fuck it up. Like they gave 4 people the exact same bingo card, and so they all bingoed at the same time on the same number.
Yeah, there's ways around this.
Yeah.
Maths is on your side here.
But at the same time, I'm like, it wasn't like they had like a thing that, that it was these numbers always in this order. They had like a proper roller thing that like popped the balls up and all that. So I'm like, that's random. So like one, obviously they shouldn't have had the same board, but just like, how did it happen? Just how? Anyway, you want to explain the game?
Yeah, that's what we were going for, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, as per tradition, I got a bad game as a gift. from my brother, for it was my birthday recently.
We don't know if it's
And
made
this
yet.
one, it's edutainment. I mean,
Yeah. Not all edutainment's bad.
no, not all of it. This is true. But so what I can tell you is it is FMV. It is
I got
edutainment,
excited.
and it is at the very least dinosaur adjacent.
And for some reason,
Also,
Devils as
probably time travel.
Yes.
Well, Devil's Canyon is presumably a place.
Yeah, I mean, like, definitely when I was looking at the screenshots for it, I'm like, oh, it's giving me Victor Vector and Yonder the Dog vibes, except though that's a 2D game, and also really bizarre. But let's dive in.
I mean, this is a 2D game as well. It's just FMV.
It's got FMV in it though. I'm saying it's not mixed media. I was just saying that is just drawings that talk. It's a dog that talks as well. That is also your inventory system?
Right.
I mean, where else are you going to store something, if not a dog? Message from Time Blazer's headquarters. Subject mission notification. Welcome, Time Blazer. Please prepare for transportation into mission. Either accept new mission or enter your mission re-entry code below. We do not have a re-entry code, so to the new of the missions. Loading.
Yeah, I assume that is the password system.
You're cruising across the Colorado desert when suddenly your engine dies.
You did get arrested with this intro. I will tell them.
Break
I will
down.
give that to them.
Miles away from nowhere. You take a look around the Colorado desert. Yeah! Hot, beautiful, deadly. Jesus! Bet you need help. Out there? Oh, in the desert.
I'll say the bloody captions are coming to get us.
Yeah, you approach. What? To discover a strange metal object buried in the sand. Something written on the side. Ah! Jesus. Aw, you poor sweet idiot. Inside a red light.
If there's
flashes.
nothing else around, you'll take the hatch.
I mean, yeah, because I'm
See you in a
assuming
bit,
it's
Didi.
cooler in here. But
One would hope.
am I gonna press the restart button?
What other choice do you have?
This is true. Have you tried turning it on?
Well, there we have. Yeah.
They got the subtitles right, but forgot to include the narrator track. Oh, whoa!
It's got to be deliberate because this game does have voiceovers.
Ah, Catbat's arrived.
Holmes.
Unfortunately, Holmes is not at home. Instead, we have a robot dinosaur that might take us
It's
through time.
gifted that. Okay, we've arrived at the Russell T Davies facility.
Jesus. And it just opens up to John Barrowman not wearing any clothes.
Hopefully not. Because we don't like to discuss him these days. Now, this background we're looking at here, I'm thinking one SVGA, two scanned in. What do you reckon?
Oh, I would agree with you because the amount of detail work would have been an absolute bastard to do. Pixel art.
Yeah, it's that differing.
Yeah.
That makes me think. It looks nice.
Apparently we have a severe memory loss, but our movement is stable. All files have been deleted.
I don't see what you're talking about, whoever you are.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Ooh.
I I did get past this part just to test the game out. I don't know what I did.
Hello?
So I would say this is not a half-arsed production,
No.
FMV wise.
Okay. Okay, now listen. You've got to help me.
I'm running
My
out of
name
toilet
is
paper.
Dr. Cope. Dr. Marshall Cope.
Oh, you're not coping though,
The
are you?
robot that brought you to the base is called
No.
Cyberaptor. I designed it, along with our project leaders, as part of a virtual reality training program. It was developed to train Dinomation robotics engineers. The Cyberaptor you found is my masterpiece. Its memory banks are designed to interface with a time travel device. No!
But why is he having trouble holding onto the camera?
Yeah, it does seem like he just dropped it.
Yeah.
I used the Cyberaptor to travel to a prehistoric world. But its memory banks got damaged. Only Cyberaptor made it back. And now, I'm trapped here. You've got to help me get back to the present day. You're my only hope. You've got to help me get out of this place.
You know who this guy reminds me of? The guy who played Aeolus on Hercules, The Legendary
I
Journeys.
need you to take Cyberaptor.
I watched enough of that to
our training environment.
get the
Only way
reference.
to repair the memory. There's a time travel device behind the door to your right. But you've got to repair the memory first, or it won't work.
I think the guy's name was Michael Hurst.
You're my only hope. You're in control now.
Oh no!
I'm counting on you.
He's
to
Princess
get me out
Leia.
of here. No! There's a button on the control panel.
Yeah.
It'll activate the VR environment. Press it. Press the button now. Please. What you gotta do?
What? Why do I get the impression that this is him just needing to shit real bad?
Yeah, that's what I was like. He's running out of toilet paper. He's like, I need to go, but I got nothing to wipe my ass on. I'm not gonna use leaves
Oh.
like a heathen. What is
Oh,
that?
never mind. The shit's coming anyway.
Okay, so
Problem
there's
solved?
there's a
Activate VR, yeah.
Activate VR. There's 4 different. Although, like he said, to activate the virtual reality scenario, but doesn't that mean
Yes.
that that's just the screen that's going to change? We're not actually going to go there.
You know what? If you press the button, everything will become less clear.
Well, yeah, because we'll be in virtual reality.
So you need to go
Oh.
back where you were.
Oh, so I have to be looking at whatever this pad thing is.
I believe so, yes.
Well, some bumper issues.
Yeah, some screen tearing as well.
Environment System activated. Logging in Cyberaptor 003.
Also, fun fact, you see that slider at the top right there?
Welcome to the
Yeah.
Dinomation Robotics Training
That's a
Center.
volume slider.
Oh,
Accessing
Oh.
virtual training
I don't know why we
center
had to have that there at all times,
0.3.
but
but also, like, does that mean it's
Stand by.
low?
apparently.
So it gets
Prepare
much
for
louder than
entry
it
to
is.
environment.
I
Good
think
lord.
it's that way around. Anyway, like,
Environment is active and stable. Training
Oh,
sectors.
I remember it being a volume slider. Maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, I didn't spend
Well-
much time with this.
It's just moved as well.
Data
It's
loss detected in
Yeah.
memory sectors 1 through 4. Enter sectors to begin rebuilding memory.
okay. No, you're right. It is a volume slider.
Okay, yeah, I remembered correctly.
Sorry, just with that, vroom, it's a pleasing effect of it going up and down. Ooh, buttons. What
Button.
did they do? I don't think they do it.
Sector
Oh,
2. Inspect.
yeah, okay.
Sector 2. Inspect.
Just
Meet Jim Kirkland.
okay.
Find him on the dig.
Okay. Oh, biography.
Wait,
What's that?
is that was that it?
Speciality.
Oh,
Bone hunter and fossil excavator who identified the ferocious Utah raptor.
you don't want to be the chief bone hunter.
Sorry, is that Chief Bone Hunter or Chief Bone Hunter?
Yes.
No, those are two different things. Maybe you do one in your off time and one for professionally, but
You know how I like to hunt the bones. In Baldur's Gate.
yes,
anyway,
you are notorious for it.
for collecting all the bones. They're being useful at points. I've thrown them onto things, onto traps. Graduated with an MS from Northern Arizona University. Obtained a PhD from the University of Colorado in 1990. I mean, this was 95, wasn't it? Ish? When was the year this game came out?
Let me look that up.
Because he doesn't look... He looks too old to have just gotten his PhD in 1990.
Uh, 1995, so says classicreload.com.
So yes, I think late bloomer possibly. Taught geology at Nebraska, interested in rock dating.
God damn it, Todas. This is my fossil, this is my bone. One is for public, one for at home. Excellent.
Beautiful. Mass extinction and the reconstruction of ancient marine and terrestrial environments. Okay, that's him.
So he's into genocide, got it.
Yeah, and bones. And dating rocks.
Uploading sector.
Is that what Grinder is for? Because you grind rocks and yeah.
It looks like you just struggled with that car.
There you are. We've
Hi.
been waiting for you. I'm Dr. Jim Kirkland, paleontologist for the Dinomation International Society. I dig dinosaurs for a living. We have just discovered a new dinosaur site up the hill where there are tons of dinosaur bones waiting to be dug up. If you want to get your claws dirty, grab your pick and shovel and just follow me.
Why do we need to? We've got claws.
Yeah, we're dino buddies.
Why are you just staring at us, mate?
Here we have a mudstone layer, which is the best place to locate
I wasn't
fossils.
expecting him up here.
Scan the rock face to see what lies beneath.
With what? Oh, just scan? Oh, I see something.
Choose a tool from the tool palette and start your excavation. Then switch between the tools to expose the fossil.
Why would we not pick
You
dynamite?
think you've reached it.
I was like, will that destroy it though?
Probably. Also, where's the complete button?
Where is is it? What?
Oops.
What's happening?
You exited it.
Environment is active and stable.
No!
Training sector.
What did you click on?
1 through 4
What did I click
available.
on? I thought I was clicking in the panel that we were... Get back. Jim, get back to me.
Sector 2. Meet Jim Kirkland.
Boing.
Mwing.
Oh, we're gonna meet him again
Uploading.
with his ADR introduction.
Hi, I'm doing the bones again.
It was blatantly ADR'd.
Yeah. Well, look at him struggling with that car. Like, he's like, how do I park this fucking thing? Door's open, thank God. Let's get the fuck out of this. Hey, there's a dude up there.
There you are. We've been waiting for you. I'm Dr. Jim Kirkland, paleontologist for the Dinomation International Society.
Yeah, look,
I
Jim.
dig
before-
dinosaurs for a living.
I know you're into them.
We have just discovered a new dinosaur site up the hill.
You not
where there are
skip this at
tons of
all.
Dinosaur bones waiting to be dug up.
That's just mean.
That's
If
an
you want
abort
to get
button.
your claws dirty, grab your pick and shovel and just
Yeah,
follow
that gets you out of the game.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch that. I tried entry. Jim? Okay. Let's try this again.
Here we have a mudstone layer, which is the best place to locate fossils. Scan the rock face to see what lies beneath.
Okay, here we go again. Same place? Same place.
As it turns out.
Oh, the start excavation up there.
Your excavation.
I was going to ask if that would come back up again.
Between the tools to expose the fossil. Click complete when you think you've reached it.
Okay. Start excavation. What? Oh. Oh. Oh.
Ah.
Oh. To the jackhammer instead, I think. Whoop. Move to the pickaxe now.
Why are we being timed on this?
This is a good question. Oh.
Oh, excellent. Easy does it.
Yeah. I
Don't want to blow up the bones.
No. Oh, it's getting close.
Careful.
Oh. Well.
No, don't click on VR Desert.
No, I didn't click on it. I was just near it. Is it a rollover?
Environment is active and stable.
That would be so shit if it's a rollover.
Training sectors 1 through 4 available.
That would make no sense. I don't think any other button behaves that way.
Okay, let's find zone 1. Which I think is gonna be somewhere in here.
Sector 1.
Yeah.
Sector 1.
Just so we're looking at something else. And then we'll go back to Jim.
So just to look at something else for 1 fucking second.
Yeah.
Speciality. Studies rocks to find out where dinosaur bones are most likely to be found. Fossil hunter and expedition leader of worldwide dinosaur hunts.
I sound like I could be in System Shock.
There's not enough glitching happening.
Good point. Okay.
So I've been achievement hunting in that game, so I've been hearing a lot of Showdown recently.
Yeah, no, see, I was like, I played the tutorial. Oh, hello. He just popped up. What a mustache.
Uploading sector.
Uploading makes it sound like we're sending it somewhere, though.
It does.
Oh.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Cooley. I'm a
Big dad
geologist,
energy.
not a paleontologist. So I study rocks, not fossils. But since rocks are where fossils come from, if you understand something about the rocks before you go looking for dinosaur bones, you'll waste a lot less time. If you know what a fossil looks like, the rocks can then tell you where to look for them, as well as how they got there. So go ahead and take a look around, and if you have any questions, I'll be here to help you out.
Thanks, Dad.
That is a dad stash. There's no denying it.
Yeah. Whoa.
Observe the landscape and you'll notice a number of different rock layers.
Yes.
Fire a marker into the rock layer where you think you might find a fossil.
Oh.
Choose carefully because you only have 5 markers.
Oh, interesting. Here, maybe?
I mean, it feels pretty, what do you call it? Trial and error, that's the phrase I was looking for.
That's sedimentary mudstone. Now press the recreate button to determine whether you're likely to find a fossil there.
Okay. No! Did I not hit the Is it such a touchy touch box that it doesn't think that was...
That's sedimentary mudstone.
Oh, you must.
Quite possibly.
Want to choose that layer again?
What?
the fuck?
Dinosaurs went everywhere in their search for shelter, a mate, water, or food. And they
That's a
themselves
predator on
became
top.
food for predators. Sometimes
I think it's a xenomorph.
Yeah, sorry, that's I meant.
carcass by a flash
It was
flood,
one of the two.
and the dinosaur's body was buried under mud and debris.
There are two
When
monsters.
mud dries, it becomes
Predator
cemented into mudstone.
Xenomorph.
And over time, dinosaurs trapped in mud became fossils trapped in mudstone. As more sediments accumulate, groundwaters percolating through them bring minerals to what is left of the carcass, helping the fossilization process even further.
Alright.
With passing time, the fossils are buried even further, or erosion brings them to the surface. Mudstone is the best environment for a bone to become fossilized.
Bone.
Bone!
Okay. Recreate death sequence. No, thank you. Wow. This guy's wearing a jumper in the desert. Yes. In the beautiful, hot desert. No, it was hot, beautiful desert.
What?
Hot. Let's try down here. Whee!
You're not likely to find many fossils in the valley floor unless they've fallen from the cliff above.
Okay. Well, let's try the cliff above then.
That's not impossible, is it?
That's sedimentary sandstone.
Okay. No, 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 no. I hit the recreate. No, you motherfucker.
Maybe you have to hit in the circle. It's not intuitive if that's the case.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Because you'd think
maybe.
it'd
Sedimentary sandstone. Are you sure
You're sedimentary sandstone, you prick.
be... Here we go.
Dinosaurs crossed deserts in search of food, water, or a mate. They were wonderfully suited for walking great distances.
Uh-huh.
But deserts couldn't support permanent populations of dinosaurs. There just wasn't enough to eat. Sandstone was sometimes formed by wind-blown desert dunes. Sedimentary layers usually contain footprints, if they contain any fossils at all. Sandstorms or flash floods
poop.
would have
They could have
trapped,
poop.
killed, and covered a dinosaur's body with sand. But since dinosaurs didn't spend much time in deserts, it is rare to find fossils in sandstone sedimentary rock layers.
So we're not really going to find anything in Colorado then.
Yeah, it's like its whole thing.
I'm out of markers though.
You've used all your markers but haven't seen all the recreation possibilities. Click reset to try again.
Oh.
Observe the landscape and you'll notice a number of different rock layers.
Well,
Fire a
aye.
marker into the rock layer where you think you might find a fossil.
You're a fossil.
Choose carefully because you only have 5 markers.
I mean, it may be a dad, but, you know, I wouldn't call him a fossil. Also, it's an excellent point, Sentinel. This guy's wearing a jumper in the desert. Clearly, their opinion is not to be trusted.
I see you found some volcanic igneous rock.
Maybe it's
Now press the
bamboo.
recreate button to
No,
determine
bamboo
whether
yarn
you're
when it
likely to
wasn't
find
around
a
back then.
fossil there.
Click in the circle.
I mean, I don't know if it's a brand new thing,
One
but
way dinosaurs died was to be killed by predators for food. A dinosaur that was not quickly buried after death was usually scavenged or decomposed, so his bones had a very difficult time becoming fossils.
I mean, there's not that many possibilities.
Even dead
Disease,
dinosaurs
tripping over a rock, eaten by a predator.
may still have fossilized.
Dying of embarrassment.
What were they expecting? You know, like, OD'd, got hit by a bus?
But molten lava is so hot it would have burned most bones, leaving no trace of fossils.
Okay, so sucks to be them. I mean, I'm assuming this is the same rock as the other side, but I'll throw something in here.
That's sedimentary sandstone. Are you sure you want to choose that layer again?
No. Well, I don't know what other... I suppose there's this underside here.
Yeah, I would try that middle one, yeah. Just go in straight like bloody space javelins.
Mm.
That's metamorphic rock.
Oh.
There we go, so we have to click in the circle.
Animals living in the sea usually sink to the bottom when they die.
I mean, Todus, what is Jumper but finely knitted radiator?
Different layers over the dead creature. The weight of
Sometimes
the layers
shittily
above
knitted
compacts the deeper
radiator.
sediments and squashes the
that's
animal's
true.
body even flatter and flatter. The sediments
210 streams, DD. She can't be stopped.
Over hundreds of millions of years,
Cannot. Too powerful.
Earth's geological activity squeezes, heats,
Unless
and
I
compresses
was very
rock
cruel and
until it
just did
becomes
one randomly in
metamorphic
the middle of
rock,
my day.
destroying fossils in the process.
As opposed to in the middle of your evening.
Yeah, or in the middle of my morning. Actually, no, really early in my morning. Oh, I won't do that to you, Didi. There has been a couple of times that I've been like, oh, I could stream and then be like, no. Oh, we finished a cycle.
Yay!
Yay! We have done one of 4 things.
But will we get our password? Sorry, activation code or whatever the fuck it was.
Mission, yeah.
Oh man, look at that.
Yeah.
Somebody's Amiga worked overtime to get us this render.
Cyberraptor geology memory now complete. Return to VR Desert.
Alright. You're a VR desert.
I don't know if we are in a hawk. We might be in oh God, what did they call it? A har. I'm reaching back to find my one must fall lore.
Training sectors 1 through 4 available.
Yeah, okay.
Cannot recall what it stood for though.
Sector 2.
Alright, we're gonna do sector 2 and hopefully not.
Meet Jim Kirkland.
Yeah, we've met Jim! Jim's a fun
sector.
What a time for the I squared animation to come up.
See, I heard that as I squared at first.
Yeah. I squared.
There you
Okay,
are.
so if
We've
the other
been waiting
guy
for you.
was Dad Energy,
I'm
is
Dr.
this
Jim
Uncle
Kirkland,
Energy?
Paleontologist for the Dinomation International Society.
But,
I
like,
dig
you know,
dinosaurs for a living.
not
We have just
not an
discovered a new
successful
dinosaur
uncle.
site up the hill,
The
where there are tons of
Oh, it's my
dinosaur
uncle.
bones
He's
waiting
here.
to be dug up. If you want to get your claws dirty, grab your pick and shovel and just follow me.
It's just the way that he stares at us at the end there. He's like, "Are you
Here
gonna
we
fuck
have
this
a
up
mud
again?"
layer, which is the best place to locate fossils. Scan the rock face to see what lies beneath.
Ah, human-assisted robot according to the interwebs.
Ah, thank you, Todus. I really feel like I should have remembered that, but blatantly did not. So how many dynamites will you do the first time? But that will blow up the fossil.
To expose the fossil.
Well, we're not gonna get close enough to hit it.
when you
I will
think
pause
you've
it before
reached
then.
But that's not all of the dynamite.
Ooh, this is true, but I don't know how much dynamites we have.
And do we really want to go through that introduction again?
This is true.
I mean, it kind of feels like you just do it until he says something.
Come on. Come on.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
We got faith in you for some reason.
Don't click on VR Desert.
Don't roll over it.
Yeah, apparently that was enough.
Pause. Is this enough?
It did say to click on complete when you think you're done, but I don't see a complete. So I guess keep going.
maybe we're supposed to wait for it to, you know, be out the other side. Oh,
Yeah.
Look.
Aha.
It's free.
Perfect.
But there's still no complete buttons.
Go easy now.
Go easy, but there's no. What am I supposed to do, man?
We could lift it out at this point. What are you talking about?
Tell me where this complete button is.
Oh fuck! Just resume. I would say.
It's gonna fall out at this point.
Complete. There we go. Wee.
Wee. You fell down in the
You've gone a
ground.
bit too far. Click reset.
Ah!
You motherfucker.
I'll be back in a minute.
You reached it.
Okay. We know we know somewhat what we're doing now. We know we can go closer.
You're getting close.
Oop. Pause. Okay. Now to the pickaxe. So I'm not even gonna look at what that is. I'm just gonna look at for when this turns from pause to complete.
Careful.
I am being careful. I'm waiting for that complete button.
Go easy now.
I am going easy. Come on. Yeah! I got it!
Congratulations! You've revealed the fossil. Now it's time to document it. Click the fossil to record
Oh, thank
the data.
fuck.
Yeah. Okay, what we get?
On a dig, paleontologists always record details of a fossil.
I don't care.
These include
What did I
geographic
get?
Location, fossil type,
What
and
wonderful
land.
prize have I won?
Click each field and select the correct
I
information.
think you know the answer is
When
nothing.
you think you've documented it correctly, click accept to prepare it for lab shipment.
Okay. Location.
Move the mouse around the grid. Click to identify the location.
Eh? Oh! It's in the 3s.
So hang on. It says
Go back
C3, D3, and D3.
How? Okay. It selected those. So what type are we?
What type of fossil do you think it is?
Oh. Can I go back here?
Move the mouse around
Yeah,
the
I
grid.
didn't.
Click to identify the location.
Come on. I think that's like a tooth.
That's a claw.
Okay.
What type of fossil
Yeah.
do you think?
Oh no. Yeah, claw. Sorry, I was looking.
The tooth and the claw are very
Okay.
similar to each other, just curved. Like one has more of a flared base.
The claw has a ball on it. It's undeniable.
Mm.
Select the layer that you found it in.
Oh, it was mudstone. He said it at the beginning. We heard it
Everything
enough.
seems to be in order here. Let's label it.
I label it Jeff.
Would that be JEFF or GEOFF?
JEFF. Quicker to type.
True. More memory integration. This is just the same animation as before, but with the number 2 on it.
Yep.
Yep.
Sector 2.
I'm actually going to bet they rendered 2 versions of that with just that little bit on the left changed.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You know what though? Speaking of Jeff, I had a interesting thing at work today, where like, obviously I'm not going to talk about what actual thing I'm servicing, but you know, people know I do energy connections. But I just got like this email saying like, oh, a new service has popped up. Like, are you aware of this? And I like go through the address and I'm like, this is not an address that we know. And then so we got to the point that we asked, like, you know, the company that gave us the bill, saying like, you know, who signed up for this? And they said, oh, Jeff did it. Well, who's Jeff?
Oh, thanks for narrowing that one down.
Yeah. I mean, they also gave us a last name, but I'm like, that doesn't come up in my database of the entire, you know, people that work for our business. So who's Jeff? But eventually I managed to get the, like, the state manager for the, like, the account and went, oh no, he's the landlord. I'm like, so Jeff has signed up his house. We're paying for his electricity at his house. Yep. What? And they said, well, you know, it's a rural location and Jeff has agreed to keep this place open for us until we find a new licensee. And I went, okay, but, you know, a heads up would have been nice. Rather than us just being like, what the fuck is Jeff? And why are we paying for Jeff's
Jeff is
house?
the name of... Jeff is the name of the coffee maker. And they own a house. Well, they won't be returning a 418 error.
Ooh.
Sector 3.
We're going inside with our lovely thing. Ooh.
Karen Shin. Prepare fossils in the lab.
Oh. Karen, is your chin ready?
Specialist fossil preparator and skeleton reconstructor.
Ooh. She reconstructs things. 1988. She looks old enough to have graduated in 1988. Wait. She has a PhD from 1996. This game can't be set in 1995.
It doesn't feel like it, no, not with these dates.
Yeah. That doesn't necessarily mean it wasn't made in 1995 and they were just future casting.
No, it definitely came out in 1995. Says one website. I think it's add quote all one word status.
Yeah. Instead, you've got, I don't want to go into the stank place. I don't remember saying that. But I can believe it.
Well, hi there.
Oh, hi.
I see you've been out in
And
the
what
field
is our
looking
lovely
for
thing
dinosaur
again?
bones. That's great.
The stank place?
Looks like you found some really
I
interesting
feel
bones
like
there.
that's not correct.
You've come to the right place to clean up those bones and piece them back together. That's what we do to try and figure out what kind of dinosaurs you might have found. My name is Karen Chin, and I'm a paleontologist. Don't worry, I'll be here in the lab if you need some help.
Cool. Thanks.
We're
Russell
going to need
friends.
help. Okay, we do not need to put that characterization on her. That's just mean.
Don't put your lovely thing in the stank place. We'll try not to. See, this is good character acting afterwards. I mean, like, we're still on her way too long, but you know, at least she's wasn't
She's
just
not just
staring
at us.
Yeah.
It's a fossil that's just been delivered from the dig site.
That was
it
from
must
us.
be cleaned by removing the surrounding rock called matrix.
Okay.
Choose a tool from the palette.
Matrix has changed a lot
Use
since
the
last
tools
time I
to
saw her.
remove the layers of rock and reveal
Yeah,
the fossil.
Matrix is the lovely lady, by the way.
Try using your mini scribe to remove the large bits.
Yeah, see, mine requires you have to think about reboot rather than anything else. But Matrix, that works well.
Of course.
Be careful, you may damage your
Oh, you
fossil.
thought it was gone. No.
I never think it's gone. I know it's always in wait. I just hadn't thought about it for a while. And you don't.
Well, yeah, you don't remember this bit of Jurassic Park because they were way past the fossil collection stage by that point.
Yeah.
They'd already, you know, put a syringe into the amber and
Your pick.
Okay,
shoved in a frog and whatever the fuck they did. Okay, I'll be real with you. This is where I got up to when trying this game out and stopped.
Oh, so you did all the others, or you just went straight for the
No,
lady?
just this one.
Don't worry if it takes you a while. It can sometimes
It was
take
the
months to clean a fossil.
I couldn't figure out how to get to the other places. This is the first one I stumbled upon.
Yeah. Well, we have 2 memories. You know, that bodes well for us. Fossil collection is a long and boring process. Someone died in this house after they shut themselves raw. I feel like this is a quote that somehow is between both you and me. Because shut themselves raw is not something I would say, but the first bit, definitely.
It does sound like me.
The first half definitely sounds like me, though, because somebody died in this house.
For which you obviously go Welsh.
Yes. Don't you?
I don't say that myself, I don't think. I think it's very rare that I drop into a Welsh accent.
Mm. I know she said it's going to take a while, but I'm not getting any movement anymore. Ma'am? Ma'am, should I move over to the brush?
And she will pipe up when it's time to move to the brush. I remember that part.
She piped up about the mini scribe to the dental pick.
Yeah. Okay, I might ask for an explanation of quote 70 there.
My body is just jumping out, don't you think? Huh. Can someone bring up the quotes around it to see if I can work out what game we might have been playing? My body is just jumping out, don't you think? We all have botulism.
This does not narrow it down at all.
No, it doesn't. Oh. Well.
I reckon going back to the mini scribe would do anything.
Yeah. I like that Cat Badge was like, this is fine.
Yeah, how's your cobalt looking, Cat Bat?
It looks as though you've gone a bit too far with the mini scribe. Click reset to start again.
I went too far with the mini scribe.
Okay, poor decision on my part. I apologize.
Try using your mini scribe to remove the large bits.
Okay. Like, my body's just jumping out makes me think that it's something where, like, my character, was more present than the background. You know, sometimes when you see in games that, like, the character...
switching to your pick?
Okay. That the character art doesn't quite match the backgrounds, like, they're different
I would say,
styles.
like... Sorry, I feel like bottom middle could be mini-scribed as well, but I have gotten this wrong before. Okay, let's not push it
The
then.
scribe may be too powerful for these bits.
Alright. Too powerful, it didn't
Don't
move
worry
it.
if it takes you a while. It can sometimes take months to clean a fossil.
We don't have months.
We don't have months, lady. Same brain.
Yeah, I mean, one thing...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, sometimes the character art sort of pops compared to the background.
Mm.
So I guess it didn't occur to me I might have to click twice on the same thing to get it to be removed.
I've been tapping all of these spots. Especially anything that seems to have any movement, just be like, is there anything else here?
Yeah. Yep, good call.
You know what this would work really well with? A touch screen.
I guess.
I just mean that you could go tap, 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 tap. And, like, multi-touch as well?
Well, how would the multi-touch functionality work?
Well, I mean, like, if you're on a capacitive touch, that can generally handle up to... Well, early ones would be, like, 4 fingers. But...
Alright, so tapping in multiple places at once.
So, yeah, exactly. So, like, you just did it.
Oh. Hydration.
Oh, yes, hydration, thank you. Oh, it would help if I opened this.
Did you put a closed bottle up to your face?
Well, no, because like you've seen my rainbow Frank Green bottle. You know the same one I bought for your other best friend.
Yep.
That it's got that pop top. Or did I get her the one that just flips up? It might have been the one that just flips up on hers. But
It's just when you said I need to open this, it made me think you grabbed it, put it to your face, and went, "Oh yeah, this isn't making water happen."
Well, yeah, that's because it's got you push the top in, and it's just like a slight indent, so you can't actually really tell just by looking at it if it's open or closed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my one like fully flips open, so it's kind of hard to miss.
Yeah. Well, when I come over again in November, you can have a look at the top and be like, "Oh, I see what you mean. It's just a hole in the top."
We will never remember.
No, it'll be something that I'll be like, I do remember this, but it's going to be weird if I bring it up now. Hey, Fu,
Catbat often tries to drink from closed bottles. Catbat, may I suggest opening them first?
But then I've also done the other thing where I've thought that these bottles are closed and I've put them in my bag.
Oh. Oh no.
Thankfully, what's it called? It was mostly in an upright position, and it was me trying to get something out that I went, oh, that's a little, oh, it just splashed out the top. Let me just fix that.
I think I encountered the middle ground of that the other week, where I had a bottle on my passenger car seat.
Oh, yeah?
And then it went down a hill, and it flew off the seat with enough ferocity that the button got hit and it opened and just sort of made a puddle in the car.
Yeah. You're just filming it and not waiting 5 months. That's not how we work, Catbat.
Or film it and then wait 5 months.
Yeah. Hey, Fu, this about my phone. I was like, why are you showing this to me? Do you remember when we went through Tim Blazers? What? Yeah, it's like Tim Matchin, but blazing.
And I'd be like, no. Because that's not what it's called.
And he's like, don't remind me of Synergist.
Keep at it, you're almost there.
Am I?
Are we, aye?
Ma'am, you're sending me crazy. I feel like I'm doing a pixel bitching.
No, you are 1000% doing a pixel bitching.
I always kind of want.
Sorry, is pixel bitching like pixel hunting, or is it when
is.
you're bitching about pixel hunting?
Your brush should take
Progress!
small bits.
Okay, now we can move to the brush now. But no,
Yay.
like, I always kind of wanted to, like, I don't know why this, like, at some point I was like, a t-shirt idea. I'll be your pixel bitch. And like, just like, there'd just be like one pixel wrong colored on the back. But I'd be like, it'd be so hard to actually get someone to realize that's what was happening.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know if this is another one where you click or if... Oh, no, this seems to work.
It's a scrubby scrub. Scrubby scrub.
Brushy, brushy, brushy. But the fact that the sound only plays once a second makes me think it's only, taking a position once a second, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, sounds a little bit faster.
Yeah, one of them was kind of out of sync.
Speaking of November trip, my manager approved my leave. So yay!
Yay!
And I will, when I get the flight times, I will give those to you, and then you can claim your leave as well.
Yes. You can see why I decided, okay, I've played enough of this
You're
game
like, I'm
to
gonna
ensure
make
it
a Lee
works.
play this.
Maybe.
Oh, no more sound over here.
If we move elsewhere, there we go.
So at least then you know that where you're done, because
So how hard is this brush? Are these like metal bristles?
yeah, it could be.
That doesn't seem like a good idea for fossils. Could be damaging.
I will have to ask my sister-in-law, for she is a climate change archaeologist.
Mm-hmm.
She'd know a little bit about this anyway. Mostly what she does is find snails, because snails inside their shell have a record of the soil sedimentary, which they can work out what the weather was like during that time, because it keeps it in layers. So you can find out what.
Sorry,
the weather
layers of
was
snail or layers of shell?
Layers of shell, because the shell becomes calcified with the dirt that's inside it. So it's like, wow, you can find out what the weather was like 2,000 years ago.
That is less upsetting than the alternative.
Yes. I mean, they are ancient snails, so... Fun fact, the main ones that she studies are ones that she found in a cave, while other archaeologists had thought that maybe they found proof of the Ark. As in, like, Noah's Ark, but like, like what the myth was based on, not actual. Because all myths have
something tells me they didn't. Something tells me that was not fruitful. Yeah. Apart from the snails.
The snails were very fruitful, but the Ark part, no. Come on, you mother foof.
Yeah, you mother foof.
While we're waiting for this to happen, anyone else want to try and do another quote and see if we get anything weird? It's my quote, but
we will 10,000% get something weird. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the lighthouse.
It's like 100 on the Scoville scale.
Yeah, that was definitely Lighthouse. Before the game broke me.
I don't know. It seems very Resident Evil coded to me. You gotta get the crank and the crest, and then you gotta crank the crest, and then.
Yeah. And then you get to have.
That is a hell of a quote 42.
Yeah. Oh, so crack in that context. It's actually related to a trip to Germany I took with my brother. There was a menu item that was called crack and cheese, and the picture that was of it was a little cartoon cracker man, but he said, "I sure do love crack."
I see. And the next quote is, I demand an explanation.
I spanked myself. I don't remember.
Oh, I read it.
One. Yeah, but I was hoping by saying it myself that.
I see. If I would jog a memory.
Yeah.
No. It is an early quote.
Yeah. Now the early quotes can be a bit trepidatious because people were just putting stuff in, so that might not actually be something that I actually said.
Nah, personal preference on my part, but it's very much things that I say.
I don't mind the approach on jailers where it's says like if it's not jailer, it's that you quote who the person who actually said it is. So then you're at least like going, it's not something I said, it's something that you said or something that Lee said, you know?
Yeah, I just prefer to keep mine for me.
Yeah.
Like I say, personal preference. Oh my fucking god, come on. Game. Please.
Is he a crow?
Okay, that's a hell of a quote. Is he?
Well... Oh, we were playing, what's it called? The Longest Journey.
Hmm.
So that was likely about Crow in that game.
I see.
Because I think he was trying to, like, God damn it! Maybe if I try a different direction.
So I'm wondering if we just, like, do a slow hover. Again, is that every 1 second of sound effect makes me think it's only updating once a second. I could be wrong.
And then we've got the water jet song.
From my faucet I squirt out water. It's my job to get things all wet. So my motto is don't say it, spray it. Don't you love my water jet?
Let's try the dental.
It's not the only tool at our disposal. We're not going to go back to the mini scribe because that's how we fucked ourselves over last time. But maybe the dental pick will be more fruitful. If nothing else, we've had a warning for the mini-scribe, and I figure if we start going too far with the dental pick, we'll get another warning. Hopefully, anyway.
The thing is, how far can you go with a dental pick?
That's for the judge to decide. Lee.
Just.
If you're gonna go with that, I would say stick to this bottom area because that is
That's what
the heftiest part.
It looks as though you've gone a bit too far with the mini scribe. Click reset to start again.
God
Lee.
damn it! It
Brazalka.
drove me to it.
Mini scribe to remove the large bits.
Brazalka.
It drove me to it. You saw it.
It was coming right for you.
Yes.
Except it wasn't. We'd already been warned.
Be careful, you may damage your fossil.
She didn't tell me to move over to the pick.
How about switching to your pick?
Alright. Pick time.
Maybe I had this for a while, folks. So if you've got any funny stories, how about that local sports team?
Mm. Have you heard about the mushroom lady?
No.
Don't worry if it takes you a while. It can sometimes take months to clean a fossil.
Oh, we're not worried about it. We're fucking livid about it.
Yeah. So there's this woman in Victoria that she does the pick, click, and drag. Not really. So there's this woman in Victoria. She had her ex-in-laws over, which was her ex-mother-in-law and ex-father-in-law, and I think it was the mother-in-law's sister and her partner who was a priest. And so they have lunch, and then the next day 3 out of the 4 guests dropped down dead with mushroom poisoning. So obviously they start investigating. Incidentally, she had also gone to the hospital the same day going, oh, my stomach hurts a little bit because I ate a lot of cake the night before. And then when she got told that they had that 3 of the other guests had died and the 4th one was in a coma, she was like, oh, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm just gonna go home
And panic
and throw away my mushroom dehydrator in the tip. She's a woman in her 50s, and yet somehow, and she's unemployed, and yet
Your brush should take care of those small bits.
Okay, so we've moved to the brush stage. But she has 2 mobile phones, and I'm like, that seems dodgy. Why would someone have 2 mobile phones unless one was for work? But apparently she was constantly swapping between the 2, and when the police took her phone, she tried to do a remote data wipe of it twice.
Ooh.
So
because this is going from mushroom accident to, oh no, at least part of this was deliberate.
Yeah. So the court case has been going for a little while. There's a lot more extra details that just make her seem so guilty about what she's doing. And originally her partner was also supposed to be there, but oh look, this has gone a lot better than last time.
It has.
But,
maybe less drastic sweeps with the brush.
Yeah, just little circular. Well, not quite circular, but
Because we did notice it stopped making the noise when you brushed in certain places.
Yeah,
So if it's still making noise. Oh no! Wait a minute.
Oh.
Okay. Maybe that was just a glitch then. Okay,
Yeah.
disregard.
But yeah, and she even claimed at one point she's like, oh, I had diarrhea the next day and I stopped over at a service station on the way to the hospital to go to the bathroom. She was in the bathroom for 9 seconds, according to the film footage. That's not long enough to have diarrhea.
That's not even enough to take drugs.
Yeah, and like, what's it called? Even her own son denies that she was ill at that time. So, and he was in the car with her at the time. So it's just like, and the weird thing about it is that the judge said you can't use her lies as evidence that she did it. I'm like, the lies are covering a crime. How can you not use the lies?
I mean, you can't say that the lies mean that she's definitely guilty.
No, but
I think is the point there.
Yeah.
The lies are covering something, and you need to therefore investigate. But the lies on their own are not enough.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's the feeling I'm getting from that.
Yeah.
Keep at it. You're almost there.
Oh, we are almost there.
Soon.
Is that it? Looks pretty good to me.
I don't think it is. We're still missing the arse of the fossil.
Oh, isn't that the ass of the fossil? Look, there's the balls. Oh,
No, if you go up a bit.
Oh, you mean up here.
That bit's... Yeah. Like, I would have thought we'd have to go back to using the pick, but surely she wouldn't have moved us on to the brushy.
Because then she'd probably be like, "You're picking too hard. Stop picking so hard." But I promise you, I will not touch the mini scribe again.
See, I'm tempted because we did not get a warning about the dental pick, but we're this far along. I'm just like, oh, I don't know. Then again, I don't think we're going to crack the damn thing with the dental pick.
Yeah, she hasn't said anything about like, blah, 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 blah. Welcome to the ASMR era of Devil's Canyon.
We're just here cleaning this fossil.
Yes.
It's stuck in the rock. And has been for half a fucking hour. Yay.
Yes.
There we go.
Ah. Now, will we get a different animal? Oh, no. No!
No!
It might just be a swap the panel.
Fossils are usually found broken into many pieces, which must be put
I
together.
hope so.
Click on the pieces to slide them into place.
Shit.
No.
Use the repair
Bastards!
button to help. Click the reset button to start over again.
I'm sorry, I did not know there would be a sliding tile puzzle when I talked you into driving this.
Yeah. You didn't even have
Nicely
to
animated, if nothing else.
I was about to say, you didn't even have to talk hard into it. I was just like, yeah, okay, I'll do it.
Basically mentioned the premise of the game.
You showed me like the cover, and I was like, I am very keen right now.
Now, I don't know either, Casey. It is just a very popular thing for reasons I cannot fathom. Let's see, so bottom middle is to go in the bottom right. The top right, even. Yes, I'm sure there's like a tactic you can use for sliding tile puzzles, but I've just refused to look up anything about it. And I probably should, considering how often this fucking comes up.
Yeah.
The collective groans it elicits from both our audiences, I'm pretty sure.
I think from everyone's audience at this point.
Yeah. You did, and it does help. Okay, I'm going to have to do that, because this comes up way too often. Thank you, Casey. Have I considered getting good? No. Never.
You get good. No! No, it's so close!
Okay, mental notes. Suggest a game to Catbat to play that just so happens to have a sliding tile puzzle in it.
Why would you be so cruel to a friend?
Because of what they just said in chat.
Oh. Yeah, shouldn't have called you scrub.
You love sliding tile puzzles. Why do I feel like this is a double bluff?
I would say it's a double bluff.
You're not gonna get me that easy, Catbat. No normal man is a fan of sliding tile puzzles. As just useless the term as normal is. I have not considered getting good, nor getting Carter, nor...
Getting in Carter?
Damn it. Damn it, I had another example in my head, and now I don't remember what it was. Yeah, it's an old crime thriller called Get Carter. I believe is the reference here. Easy child to entertain, give you a sliding tile puzzle, and you're a happy camper. Damn it! He's doubling down. I don't know. Maybe it's not double bluff.
Oh, you motherfucker! I thought it was gonna be like
That part we could have figured out.
Yeah. I'm fearful.
Okay, now stay away from stay away from the VR desert and deactivate VR buttons.
And also.
And probably the numbers.
Yeah, because the 3x4 is probably gonna be like, "Hey, you want it harder? No."
The abort button, that's like a break class in case of emergency thing. So you'll at least not screw yourself by clicking it once. You also liked those puzzle balls that came apart. Yeah, it turns out they were just regular balls and they weren't meant to come apart.
Ooh. That's gonna be a costly fix.
That would be a throw the bastard thing out.
Mm-hmm.
Although, speaking of, my shiny new laptop is experiencing issues, and I don't like it. I believe I know what happened. I left it, in my mind, I left it to install updates.
Oh.
And close the lid on it. So some combination of go to sleep and what it turned out to be a BIOS update left it in a slightly weird state. So it does work if you don't want anything on the keyboard to light up and you don't want to use the full-size USB ports.
Oh.
The USB-C ports are absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Notorious ballbuster Catbat strikes again.
I made this so bad.
It's not possible to make it good.
It's possible to make it right. Resetting it. Make it.
I mean, the part that says 3 times 4 pieces is curious. Oh. Is this better? I don't know if this is better. Hopefully we don't have to do both.
Oh god. Don't make me think that.
I know, I should have said it. I'm sorry.
Alright, we'll stay with the terror that we know.
That is terror.
Mm-hmm.
As for the Lappy, can I just roll back and reinstall because what a cranky beast it sounds to me presently. I get it's the keyboard is annoying. The USB port's not working is worrisome.
Yes.
I
mean,
but I have also read that I cannot roll back the BIOS, so I'm currently waiting for a new one to come out, and hopefully, what it'll do is completely reinstall the BIOS from scratch, override everything that was there, and that will eventually fix it. But I don't know.
The USB thing, I remember when I think it was Windows 10 first came out, and I don't know what it was about the setup I had, but I had to keep reinstalling Windows 10 because every third or fourth time running it, it would just suddenly forget that USBs was a thing, and I'd just be like, my mouse and my keyboard are USB based.
That is sucky.
Yeah, so then I'd be like, it's time to reinstall Windows again.
See, I have tried that as well, and unfortunately, it did not help. Well, I tried Reset PC, which essentially does the same thing. Just because it was more an attempt to restore it to factory settings than to just reinstall the OS. Because it's one of those co-pilot ones. I didn't buy it because I wanted to do AI shit. I wanted to play around with an ARM-based processor.
I used AI for actual work yesterday, and I still feel kind of dirty about it. Like, and I don't mean like, like, because usually when you say it's like, oh, help me put a plan together, or recap this meeting that we had together, or like, like go through my emails, that sort of thing. It was I went into like our company has its own GPT that's siloed off, which is the way that you're supposed to do it if you're going to do it at all.
Yes.
And I was just like, okay, so this is the thing that I've got, which is the total electrical capacity. I also have consumption. I do not know the formula to make these two things meet together. And so it gave it to me, and then I was just kind of like, it sounds reasonable, but I'm gonna go, now that I know what the theory that you're using, I can at least now go to the internet and just say, is this correct? And it actually was, but still, I was just like, the fact that it was actually asking the right questions back to me as well was helpful. But I think...
No, I have very limited uses for LLMs in my capacity, because we've got a co-pilot license at work, and if it wants to do something like automate the next line when it's very obvious, like you're going through an array, so the first line addresses element 0, the next line addresses element 1, etc. I'm happy for it to do that, because that is some cognitive load it's taking off of me, and also cuts down on copy paste errors. I still check everything it does, which is how you're meant to, in my opinion, how you're meant to do it. You never ask an LLM to write something you couldn't write yourself.
No, this is true.
Because you won't know if it's right.
Sorry,
you don't have that knowledge.
The sound I made was just because look at how close I am.
Oh, I saw.
It wasn't oh, you're using AI. How could you? Okay, let's try.
Oh, there it is.
You've done a great job.
We're out of here for...
You did.
Now that you've cleaned the claw and pieced it together, it's time to reconstruct the skeleton.
Okay. Do I do that with you, or do I do it with someone else? Oh, shit. Okay.
How the fuck is this one gonna work?
Reconstructing a dinosaur can be very difficult because it's rare to find a complete skeleton. Click
Is
on
this
a
a
bone
complete
and
one?
drag it into the position you think it belongs.
Not yet.
I'm the bone collector.
And the Bone Ranger. Okay, back in a minute.
Okay.
If you need help, consult the Encyclosaurus.
Apparently we have one of those. Okay, so those ones seem to be locked in place. Let's have a look at this Encyclosaurus. Ha 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 ha. Let me just do a little bit of a photograph. Page 1 of 1. Okay, so that's all we have. Okay, so where's that picture I took? This is the lower jaw. Okay. And then this is part of, if it lets me pick it up, excuse me. Squeeze me. Okay, apparently not. What about this bit? This is like curvy bit. It reckons. Okay, there. Close by. There we go, there we go. This thing. This is a thing.
Actually, just the device drivers thing has reminded me.
Oh.
It's it can be a dangerous thing going into Device Manager on Windows, because there's almost every single PC I've ever had, there's been one thing that's had a problem. It doesn't have a driver, or it failed to initialize, or something like that. So I feel like it's a crazy making thing. Like, if the rest of your PC is working fine, just ignore it. Like, if it's a problem, by all means, have a go. But otherwise, it's just like, whatever's broken, it's probably not worth the time and effort it'll take to try and fix it. Can I just roll back and reinstall? Well, like I said, I tried resetting Windows. That didn't help. Tried installing the BIOS again because I had one BIOS file available somehow. But that didn't seem to do it. Maybe the BIOS settings does have a reset to factory defaults option. I'll need to double check that. I don't think it does. It's a pretty bare bones one.
Where would this go?
You also love dicking around in the registry. I used to be that way. I don't do that anymore. Like, registry cleaners, nope, don't use any of those. I don't even really use any like shell replacements anymore because, like, if you're on Linux, the source code is available. You can make something that is at least supposed to work on that. Closed source, like, absolute minefield.
Oh, we did it!
Great!
So,
what is
It's
this?
not finished yet. You must sculpt the missing bones.
Oh.
What?
Now click and drag them into place.
Right, so we've basically done the 90s equivalent of 3D printing some bones.
Yeah.
But yeah, for real, the less time I spend in the registry, the happier I am.
I sometimes have to go to
Like,
the registry for Windows 3.1 stuff. There was a lot of registry stuff back then.
I keep forgetting that that's when they introduced the registry. I just keep assuming in my head it was a Windows 95 thing. But no, since Windows... I can't remember if it was 3 or 3.1.
Oh, it was definitely available in 3.11. I don't know if it started there, though. Oh, teeth.
Yeah. Because we do kind of forget sometimes that, yeah, there was a Windows 3. It's just, it's not the canonical one.
What is happening with that back leg?
Now push the simulate muscles button to add the flesh.
So Cabas would have some of the most absurd shit locked, but didn't lock the registry. So if you want to change something that's admin locked, you just do it via that. Ah, nice.
Okay.
So it reminds me of somebody referring to me hacking into the computers at school when I was at school. But what actually happened was they gave us access to Microsoft Outlook at the time, which had a link to my computer, which you wouldn't normally have access to on their system. So that's all I did. So I was just able to play solitaire in business studies. I mean, it could be worse, Catbat. Before the registry, there was win.ini, which every program was apparently meant to write to. Before they were like, oh no, we need something a bit more robust than one big-ass text file.
Its ball sack is
Ooh, nice.
yellow as well?
Speculate as to how a living dinosaur may have looked, based on what we know today about their living relatives.
It's got a...
Actually, Catbat, you'll get a kick out of this. Was it Chaos, I think it was, that put the save files in C Windows system?
Yes. 100%.
My god. But in no era was that the correct move.
But considering the name of the game, 100% the right move.
Yeah.
Man,
It wasn't just them, though. Oh.
No, I need to replay that.
Do you
game
remember
just to
any
capture it
examples?
for the channel?
Sector 3 of Cyberraptor Laboratory.
Yay, we've done 3 or 4.
Return to
Yes.
desert.
Back to the desert with us. Goodbye, yellow ball sack.
Follow the yellow ball sack. Follow the yellow ball sack.
Active and stable.
Follow. Oh god! It's here!
1 through 4 available.
Yeah, I know. Why would we want to go back to 1, 2, or 3 again? Where's 4? Wait.
Sector 4.
Who are we meeting now?
Meet George Callison.
George
Discover
Callison.
the living dinosaur.
The living dinosaur. Oh, those are emus.
Speciality. Investigations into the everyday behavior of dinosaurs. How they lived and interacted with...
Well, that's especially mean. We all know how triggering emus can be for Australians.
I mean, that's just Australian animals in general. They can be very sweet, but then they can be extremely hostile.
Yeah, but there's only one you lost a war against.
True.
Uploading sector.
Granddad energy. Did you steal
the best way
that?
to imagine living dinosaurs is to examine their living relatives, such as these ostriches.
Oh, the ostriches.
How did dinosaurs see? What did they hear? How did they walk? How did they make their living? I'm Dr. George Callison, a paleontologist at Dinomation. I'm here to help you discover what it was like to be a living dinosaur.
This is the first time I actually believe it.
Yeah. But I also like that all the ostriches around him are just like, what's happening here? Hello?
Why is this guy in our ear patch?
Is that your baby that he's stolen? Oh, why is it blue?
Select a topic.
Okay. What?
4.1. Raptor on the run.
Or?
4.2. Adaptations for survival.
I guess we go for
4.3. Dino vision.
4.1.
4.4.
Oh, here we're getting into deep cat battle here.
Oh.
And a binder of 5.25-inch floppies, and a few of them did saving to Windows system. Can't recall exact names, but suspect it's no coincidence that you didn't play these games often.
Yeah.
Just remember having to go a full reinstall of free one at one point because of a game obliterating your shit. Yeah, it do happen.
By a Utah raptor.
Ooh.
Let's follow it.
There was a game in, I think, around the 2000s.
Of its legs.
It might have been Eve. That's what sprang to mind. I don't know for sure though. That its uninstaller went up one folder and deleted that because I guess it assumed it would be installed by default to a double folder structure. But so if you install that to just a single folder on the C drive, it went up one level and wiped everything out.
Now use the data wheel on the tool palette to input the leg length and watch the Utah raptor move.
This is why if you allow testing to have custom paths, if you allow custom paths for installation and stuff, you need to test them.
Ooh.
Street Fighter 5, something about a link to System 32 or something,
this
whatever.
This now has a thing that actually does stuff. It's making numbers go up, but
I don't know what's going on here. Oh, hydration.
oh. I thought it was in reference to the number I put on the screen, but nothing. All right. Living animals with legs like raptors are excellent runners. Blah 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 blah. 5 feet.
Yeah, I still don't know what just happened there. Not a pissing clue. I mean, yes, that part, but what is the screen? What is it for?
So I think we're supposed to be putting in a leg length for it to then run. Oops.
Leg.
Move
There we
the
go.
red dot along the slider bar to observe the Utah raptor's movement and the trackway it leaves behind.
Okay. Ooh. Go faster.
It is estimated that a Utahraptor could run at a maximum speed of 25 to 30 miles per hour, though not for
quite
very
fast.
long.
Okay. What we do now?
It is estimated that a Utahraptor
Hey.
could run at a maximum speed of 25 to 30 miles per hour, though not for very long.
Okay, cool. What we do now?
So they were a scrub, is what you're saying. So move this up to. Okay, yeah, get the dino speed up to the correct level. 25 to 30, was it?
Oh yeah. So we'll try 25. Well, it seems happy with that.
Yo.
Dino speed. What we do now? George? George?
George?
It is estimated that a Utahraptor could run at a maximum speed of 25 to 30 miles per hour, though not for very long.
Right. Is there something in this that was talking about specific speed?
I think we've got the speed right, so it'll just be the leg length we're worried about.
What? The leg length? I can't change that now.
Oh, so that was probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I must have both of these correct then.
It is estimated that a Utahraptor could run at a maximum speed of 25 to 30 miles per hour, though not for very long.
Yeah, it's interesting if I drop it in this middle section, or at least near the 20, it seems to go back.
It did move back on its own by the look of things. That's an interesting point. Was the scrub hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride trying to holler at us?
Yes. Well, we don't want no scrubs.
No, we do not.
It's a shame that we
You know what,
can't look up a walkthrough.
I disagree, Cat. I feel like this game was made chasing edutainment money. There's a certain degree of passion. There's a certain degree of money chasing. And there's money behind it, judging by those clips.
Yeah, I just
I'm not getting the outright spite, but maybe that's because of all the other shit we've played.
Yeah, but the thing that I also feel as well is that how does this relate to how are we saving the guy who's stuck in the past without any toilet paper?
Excellent question.
Utahraptor could run at a maximum speed of 25
Ah,
to 30
so that
miles
it
per
always
hour,
moves back when he's gone
though
too
not
fast.
for very long.
Yeah, but what do I do with that information, George? Oh, does George still talk if the music's off? He does not. Maybe menu, so like maybe we've done all of, even though it hasn't told us we've done all of 4.1.
Select a topic.
It'd be so nice if they'd given us like a topic list rather than having to wait for this.
4.2.
This has early DVD menu energy written all over it.
Dinosaurs had a variety of unusual body parts adapted for specific purposes.
Okay.
It's the paleontologist's job to identify which body part was used for which purpose. Sometimes it's a bit of a guessing game.
It's always a guessing game,
Select
George.
the dinosaur body part at the bottom of the screen. Then choose the function you think it was used for as it flashes on the screen. After 3 attempts, it moves to the next choice.
Alright. Offensive weapon? No? Display of dominance.
Try again.
Let me, here's the... There we go. So I was right the first time, I just must have missed it. Wow.
Alright, Street Fighter V implemented a rootkit to prevent cheating, but then they had to roll it back due to security concerns. I mean, Sentinel, you already said they implemented a rootkit.
Try again.
Oftentimes it means the rest of that sentence is redundant.
Gonna be defense.
Because we have learned nothing from... Was it Securom specifically that did that? Or was it another one? Well, of course it was another one. There was more than one of these incidents. The Sony one is what springs to mind.
This body part had 2 uses. Try another guess.
Balance? Balance! Oh!
Said the dinosaur. Oh, we did see that in the documentary film Jurassic Park, in all fairness. Going on its hind legs to get extra tall leaves.
Just seeing if this one also has a... Ah! Okay. What about this one? Is temperature controls interesting?
Uteraptor? No Uteraptor.
Ooh. What's a Uteraptor with you? Oh. Airflow over the plates carrying the heat away from its body. And that's how we got heat venting in CPUs.
Try again.
Yeah, okay.
Imagine if that was the reason.
It's like I saw it on a dinosaur.
This body part had 2 uses. Try another guess.
Oh, the sausages are here.
Frying in a pan, all of a sudden, one went bang. It just went bang.
Ah, it's the long and short crest which distinguishes between the sexes.
Oh.
Okay, this thing is the answer, cloaca. No.
No.
Why do they look like they've got fancy makeup on? Like they're wearing masks. No one must know it's us.
Well, just because you're going out to hunt and kill and, you know, preserve the magnificence of your species doesn't mean you can't look good while doing it.
True.
It's a confidence booster as well.
Ooh, signaling its mating condition. If my feathers are yellow, I'm horny.
Try again. That's...
There we go. Defense. Let me fix your hair for you. Oh, you don't have any hair. Oh. Dominance. These dinosaurs are a lot more brightly colored than the dinosaurs we are used to.
Yeah, that is a shift from the norm.
I've done all these now.
But now we groove. It's grooving time.
Select a topic.
That makes me more confident that we've finished everything with the first one.
4.1.
That it obviously didn't
Factor
move
in
on.
run.
It would be great if George has been like, great, you did them all.
4.2. Adaptations for survival.
4.3. 4.3.
4.3.
Dinovision! This was not what I was expecting to see when they said
Dinosaurs
Dinovision.
had extremely large eye sockets, which tells us that sight was crucial for everyday survival.
As it is in
Drag
most
the fields
creatures.
of vision, together or apart, to see how a sauropod would have seen a predator, or a theropod its prey.
Wait, it can move its eyes like
Big
this?
eyes, and they still can't fucking see in front of them.
A sauropod had eyes on the side of its head, like a cow or a horse, and was well suited for seeing danger approaching from behind.
But they weren't too good at seeing ahead of them, though. Hey, baby.
A theropod had eyes on the front of its head like a lion. Its visual fields overlapped, which gave it 3D perception.
The one famous characteristic of the lion.
Yeah, I was
Nothing
wondering,
else.
like, does that mean that we have lion gaze?
Well, we probably have lion straights as well.
Well, we've gone to the two extremes.
And not to forget about lion buys and pans and aces.
A sauropod had eyes on the side of its head, like a cow or a horse, and was well suited for seeing danger approaching from behind.
I don't know if I clicked that or if it took me back. I was gonna click it, but I don't know if I actually ended up doing it.
Raptor on the run.
Oh well. We're heading to 4.4.
Hey, rhymes.
4.2. Adaptations for survival.
That doesn't rhyme.
4.3. Dino vision. 4.4.
I don't think the rhyming was a one-off.
Yeah.
Oh no, that one kind of rhymes.
Parasaurolophus would have made different sounds
It's a
depending on the
parallel
size
rhyme.
of its crest.
Enlarge.
Click enlarge to magnify the head. Much like living animals today, sound was produced by a vocal organ that vibrated as air passed through it.
Sorry,
The sound was
activate
then
air is
modified
just
by a resonant
tickled my
chamber
senses.
or
Like,
crest.
it-
The longer
we're
the
not
crest,
breathing,
the
we're
deeper the
activating
sound.
air.
The shorter the crest, the higher the sound.
That just sounds like an overly complex
Drag the
euphemism for
circle to
farting.
adjust the size. Let it go to hear the sound.
But that's not air. That's methane. Oh! I hadn't realized
kind
the
of in
sound was
air.
going through like the above their head. I thought it was still coming out here, but no, it's going up through this little.
Okay.
Wow.
Basically out their nose.
So,
It's just as a passageway that happens to take up that whole part of the head.
so a xenomorph. Stay with me. You know, do you think that if a xenomorph has a similar setup inside of the head, that they could basically be like a vibraphone if we activated
No.
air through them?
No, I refuse. You're basically asking, could you take the head of a xenomorph and turn it into a musical instrument? And the answer is no. I feel confident in this.
Lovely. All right, I think we've done them all.
I mean, I have played the seminal canonical artwork, Alien Trilogy, and no mention of that whatsoever.
Raptor on the run.
Why do you have to cycle through all this one? Again, this is like big early DVD menu energy
Yeah.
where they just overdid everything. So it's like a full 6 seconds from going from main menu to pick an episode.
Yeah.
4.4. The vocal dinosaur.
Is there a 4.5?
4.5.
There is.
Feet.
Welcome to the
Chomper.
feeding zone.
Dinosaurs had a variety of teeth.
Chompers.
Something as small as a tooth can help us to construct the feeding habits of dinosaurs.
Nom nom
Click
nom
on a
nom
skull
nom.
and its food will appear.
This reminds me, there's a
Drag the
game
food
that
into the
I got
feeding
from
zone
Totus that
and
was called
observe the
What's for Dinner.
dinosaur's eating movement.
And it was just basically all the creatures in Antarctica eating each other. And that was a game in the 90s. Okay.
Ah,
Okay. Shredder.
Click on a skull and its food will appear.
Yeah. Do we do
Drag
anything
the
else
food
with
into
it?
the feeding zone
Ah.
and observe the dinosaur's eating movements.
Okay, so we go back up to Chomper with its tree. It disappeared. Oh, hang
A
on.
chomper
Yeah,
such
you-
as Astrodon
you got eaten.
Oh.
had peg-like teeth and tore branches or leaves away from tall trees.
Ooh.
Since it did not chew the plant matter, it needed to be reduced to a pulp with the grinding action of stones in its stomach. These stones are known as gizzard stones.
Gizzards.
Drag the food into the feeding zone and observe the dinosaur's eating movement.
gizzard.
Sure.
I hardly know word.
Here's the chewer.
Sure, I'm
A
quite
chewer
familiar
such
with her
as
actually.
Myosaura had efficient grinding teeth for chewing vegetation to a pulp. It had mastered the art of chewing
I like
and didn't need
the
gizzard
vignette
stones to aid in
coloring
digestion.
on it.
I also like the
Put
art
food
of
into the
chewing.
feeding zone
Yes.
And observe the dinosaurs eating.
Granted, some humans have not mastered that, so fair play.
And here goes the dinosaur that's about to get shredded.
Shredded.
Shredders such as Utah Raptor had serrated, blade-like
it's
teeth to
just
tear apart
hanging
its
out.
prey. Meat
not
is
even trying to
easily
stop.
digested, so it had a simple gut.
You know, just a simple gut.
Your basic bitch
Put
gut.
food into the feeding zone and observe the dinosaurs' eating movements.
We did them all. Okay, so.
Select a topic.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
You're a topic.
4.1.
I am a topic.
Raptor on the run.
4.2.
4.2. Adaptations for survival.
The raptors need a poo.
4.3. Dino vision. 4.4.
Okay, come on. Alright, come on,
dinosaur.
come on. We don't have all day. 4.5.
Feeding.
4.6.
4.1.
No!
Raptor on the
No,
run.
no, 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 no.
4.2. Adaptations for survival.
That suggests that we haven't done everything.
4.3.
Unless
Dino vision.
unless I go back to the desert and then it goes.
Oh, hold on, wait.
The vocal dinosaur.
That's a nuclear option.
4.5. Feeding.
You don't want to see the ostriches again?
4.1.
Second thoughts, yeah, maybe we can go back to the
We
desert.
can learn much about the way a dinosaur moved by analyzing the
Oh.
trackways we discovered. Here's a trackway left by a Utah Raptor.
Yeah.
Let's follow it.
This
A
is this
Utah
thing
Raptor's
again.
running speed is determined by the length of its legs.
Yeah, back to the desert.
Consult your Encyclosaurus to find its average leg length.
It's 5. Please tell me we've done enough. Please.
Homing device active. Interesting.
Environment is active and stable. Training sectors 1 through 4 available.
No. But this is green.
Mm-hmm.
But the 4 isn't
Mostly.
complete.
What do you mean proceed to Sector 1?
4. Sector 4.
I ain't going back to Sector 1.
George Callison.
We've already met George. But show me the ostriches again.
Uploading sector.
We've only met George, but we've done all his shit.
Hi, George. I stole this. How much do you think I
Sometimes
get on the
best
black
way to
market?
imagine living dinosaurs is to examine their living relatives, such as these ostriches.
Uh-huh.
How did dinosaurs see? What did
With
they
their
hear?
eyes.
How did they walk? How did
With
they
their
make their
feet?
living? I'm Dr. George
Well,
Callison,
they didn't have jobs, George.
paleontologist at Dinomation. I'm here to help you discover what it was like to be a living
Yeah,
dinosaur.
career officer wasn't really a viable path in those days.
Mm.
Hydration,
Yeah.
as opposed to bihydration.
And what's it called? The dinosaur careers
Select a
good
topic.
lord, my brain. Advisor would just go like, yeah, but you're British, so let's think
4.1.
smaller.
Raptor on the run.
Look, you're British, just scale it down a bit, all right?
I'm gonna work at a shoe shop. But you're British. Let's scale it down.
Analyzing the trackways we discovered.
Oh, I need to go back to those.
Here's a trackway left by a
It
Utah
has been a while
Raptor.
since I've listened to
Let's
them.
follow it.
All of these
A
Susie
Utah
is
Raptor's running
artwork.
speed is determined by the
Yeah,
length
it's
of
been a
its
while for me
legs.
as well. I used to be able to
Consult
quote
your
them verbatim.
Encyclosaurus to find its average leg length.
I think the one that I was thinking of is Glorious.
Let me think.
Move the red dot along the slider bar to observe the Utah Raptor's
Could be
movement
Glorious or
on the
Dress to
trackway.
Kill. I think it's one of
Ooh.
those.
Yeah, I think it is Glorious, but Dress to Kill's a good option as well. Zoom!
It is estimated that a Utah
Man.
Raptor could run at a maximum speed of 25 to 30 miles per hour. though not for very long.
Is there something that I'm supposed to be getting out of this?
It is estimated that a Utah raptor could run at a maximum speed of 25 to 30 miles per hour, though not for very long.
Maybe it's moving back because it's like,
It's gone
okay,
too
this
fast,
is
because
very
it's-
long, and therefore
yeah.
it slows down.
It slows down because
And then moves back by itself.
I'm just going to see if anything comes up if I write Time Blazes, Devil's Canyon.
You know, it's been like a good 2 hours and we haven't had to resort to a walkthrough until now. That's
Yeah.
good going.
Devil's Canyon.
More like devils cannot, Ian.
Huh. Okay. Do not see a walkthrough. I do, however, see someone. Someone playing. You fucker.
Does that even show up on the stream? Because otherwise, you're just randomly laughing for no reason.
It will, because it runs through the Discord voice chat, which I have set to the voice chat channel.
Ah, cool.
So anything that, yeah, you are a different voice feed from the game audio.
Mm-hmm.
But oh.
So we just found someone playing through it.
Yeah, but the person who's playing through it is someone called Mr. Nut. And for some reason, he's playing Ski Free. I mean, yeah, everyone loves Ski Free, but like, what?
It makes sense. It's like, I've not seen this game in a while. I'm gonna look it up on YouTube. Hey, there's someone playing it. Yeah, now I remember this. I have acquired my nostalgic hit for the day.
Okay. Why is it still showing me Ski Free? I've moved to the period that we should be... Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's alright. They're playing this in the middle of a video
yeah.
about something else. Yeah, that's more questionable. That's a choice.
Okay, it's currently looking at the options and being like, I've missed number 1.
Essential.
So I'm waiting for it to wrap back around.
Yeah,
Yep,
the
okay.
options for this section, right. Oh, see, you didn't double click the raptor's left nostril, so obviously all your progress is wiped out.
Okay. Can I scrub without it going zoom zoom? Yes, I can.
I'm not sure what kind of zoom zoom you're referring to there.
Well, like, what's it called? Sometimes if you do it, it goes too far. Like, you're only trying to skip through, like, 20 seconds. Especially when you're on your phone. And then, like, you'll be trying to, like, skim and then suddenly be like, oh, I've just moved 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's kind of impossible depending on the size of the phone.
Yeah.
The size of phone equals 100% of the video, thus smaller phone, smaller percentage increments you can move in.
I suppose I could always open my phone to make it the wider stance. Okay, so then he slows down, and then what do you do? What are you doing?
What are any of us doing?
What? Yeah, other than watching this dinosaur walk. Again, he's getting the slow down. Thrilling.
I mean, it's quite clear that this dinosaur did open the door, get up on the floor. So the next step is obvious.
He'll drink a vodka drink? He'll drink a whiskey drink? I don't know why Tub Thumping came into my
That's
head.
a different song. No. The next step is obviously everybody walks the dinosaur.
Oh, of course. Yeah, not Tub Thumping. Definitely not Tub Thumping.
No, entirely different.
Okay, so you've read. I read this as well.
If you'll just bear with us, folks, 90s games are happening.
Yeah. No, and then he just exits the menu as well. Okay, so let me get to the. Oh. Hang on.
Oh.
Oh! I think he deactivated VR mode because I think he decided he had enough.
Oh no.
He had enough. He had enough, folks.
And in fairness, he lasted longer than I did playing this, so. But granted, I wasn't trying to make a video. I was just checking to see if it worked.
Could run at a maximum speed of 25
I'm not
to
gonna let
30
it go.
miles per hour,
Just get.
though not for.
Whoa.
I did something.
A thing happened.
He ran away. Does that count as? I mean, he's back now,
Move the
but
red dot along the slider bar.
Oh, don't tell me it
to
was
the
just
Utahraptor's movement and the
resetting
trackway
itself.
it leaves behind.
what if I make him go real slow? No. Oh, interesting. The message from George
Todas,
doesn't
unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna fit into the rhyming scheme. Is it? Open the door, get up on the floor, put your hands behind your head. This is the FBI.
Interesting. So that message from George doesn't activate anymore.
Yeah, they seem to be good about not just repeating the same goddamn instruction over and over and over again.
Except it was when I was like holding it, letting it go. Does that mean that one is done?
Mostly good about not doing that.
Select a topic.
Hey, that's a thought. Hang on.
Hmm?
You scanned the book. Well,
What book?
the thing that came with it. Oh, is it just
Not
the
much
inside?
in there.
Dinovision.
Yeah. Well, let me have a look at the pictures of what I saved.
Dinosaur.
Do you want a little extra help? Hang on. Say something. Beginner's tutorial. Begin on page 8 of this PC guide.
Raptor on the run.
What? Oh,
4.2.
maybe it's something you have to send away for.
If you have QuickTime installed,
Dinovision.
that's fine.
Is
That's
it, if you have QuickTime already installed on your PC, we do not recommend installing the version from this disk. My experience tells me the precise opposite.
Yeah, 100%.
These things are told to work with one version of QuickTime, and that's it.
4.1. Raptor on the run.
Raptor on the run.
4.2. Adaptations for survival.
Yep.
Ah, there we go. Full installation instructions and beginner's tutorial on page 8 of this issue of PC Guide. So this was a cover
Dinosaurs had
disc.
Extremely large eye sockets.
Wow,
which
what a
tells
cover
us
disc.
That sight was crucial for everyday survival. Drag the fields of vision together
It's like,
or apart to see
have
how
a full
sauropod would have seen a
educational
predator,
game.
or a theropod its prey.
Nah, it's not beyond the pale.
A theropod had eyes on the front of its head like a lion. Its visual fields overlapped, which gave it 3D perception for judging precise distance when stalking and seizing prey. A theropod had eyes on the
So
front of
which
its head
video
like a
did you
lion.
find? Because
Its visual
once I've
fields
taken out
overlapped,
like
which gave it
Desperados
3D
and
perception for
Jetmoto and
judging
Carmageddon
precise
and stuff,
distance when stalking
it's
and
like
seizing
Devil's
prey.
Canyon Cyber Raptor theme.
I found Let's Play Devil's Canyon, a Dinomation adventure.
Well, this video is 12 minutes long, so...
Well, the one I
Oh,
found
it is literally just sitting on a menu listening to the music.
Yeah.
Which has its use, but...
Dinomation. Attention time blazers. How about a guide though, mate?
It'd be nice.
the problem with a lot of educational games. There's just no guide. To the point that it's like, will I have to crack open the game in some way?
Hmm. Okay, so there seems to be a video that helps us out in that regard.
A sauropod had eyes on
Let
the
me
side of its
see.
head, like a cow or a horse, and was well suited for seeing danger.
So we seem to be about halfway through, because the corruption that's on the number up there,
like a cow or a
Yes.
horse,
that's kind of like
was well
progress.
suited for seeing danger
That's what I
approaching
was
from
thinking.
behind.
Yes.
Because it did seem to move down a little bit once I pushed,
A
what's the
sauropod had eyes on the side of its head, like a cow or a horse,
Okay, cool.
and was well suited for seeing danger approaching from behind.
Is it because I haven't clicked on the encyclosaur, like the encyclopedia?
Maybe. Make sure we look at both pages.
Enlarge. Make it small.
Enhance. Enhance to 28,446.
Prey. An animal that is hunted and killed by another for food.
Leaving. Okay, so the progress is matching up to.
A theropod had eyes
Let's-
on the front of its head like a lion.
Hmm,
Its visual
let me just
fields
double check.
overlapped, which gave it 3D perception for judging precise distance when stalking and seizing prey. A
Can I make it
theropod
cross-eyed?
had eyes on the front of its head like a lion.
No.
Its visual fields overlapped, which gave it 3D perception for judging precise distance when stalking and
Okay, so in this video, the person is going into feeding zone with the same amount of progress that you've got.
perception for judging precise distance when
Yep,
stalking
yep.
and seizing
Th-
prey.
Thanks, George.
Select a topic.
So we'll go to the feeding zone next.
4.1. Raptor on the run.
Raptor on the run. 4.2.
4.2.
Adaptations
for survival. 4.3. Dino vision.
To the feeding zone.
4.4.
No, sorry, that's fuck.
Also, a potentially weird part is that
on the size of its crest.
on their one, it seems to jump straight from whatever bit they exited to 4.5, rather than starting at 4.1.
Much like living animals today, sound was produced by a vocal organ that
That's
vibrated as air passed.
probably just like a different version of the game or something like that, because clearly you've made some progress.
The longer the crest, the deeper the sound. The shorter the crest, the higher the sound.
Come on.
Click on the tip of the crest and drag the circle to adjust
Oh.
the size. Let it go
Oh.
to hear the sound.
Oh, there's a difference. Okay, hadn't done that before. Oh! See, I reckon a xenomorph, we could do something to it.
Do we actually get to hear the
Y-
original
yeah.
one?
Oh, the original one.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh!
There we go, progress.
Okay, alright. So
Excellent.
I'm gonna go back.
Menu, not VR desert menu. VR desert is no.
Select a
Back to
topic.
George and his dino friends.
Bullshit.
4.1. Raptor on the run. 4.2.
I'm gonna go back to these because I remember with some of them he said some of them have
Dinosaurs
secondary.
had a variety of unusual body parts adapted for specific purposes.
So I'm just gonna pop
It's the
through and see what.
paleontologist's job to identify which body part was used for which purpose.
Thank you, George.
Sometimes it's a bit of a guessing game.
Okay.
Select the dinosaur body part at the bottom of the screen.
Okay, George.
Then choose the function you think it was used for as it
Uh-huh.
flashes on the screen.
Uh-huh.
After 3 attempts, it moves to the next choice.
Okay, so that one I had offensive weapon, so let's do that. Let it pop up.
Very offensive.
Yeah.
It got cancelled.
And then it moved on to the next one. So That one, defense. There we go. Clickety
This
click.
body part had 2 uses.
There you go.
Try another guess.
Balance. Okay, this one was temperature control. We're learning.
Yay! Oh, you have fun doing that. I'll be back in a mo.
This mouth looks like a giant eye. Okay, this was defense.
Let's check the evidence.
Yes, we are checking the evidence.
This body part had 2 uses.
Okay,
Try another guess.
Mating signal maybe?
Try again.
No. Balance?
That's possible, but in this context, it's used for something else.
Display dominance? I mean, it's basically a crown. Oh, my other monitor turned off. Okay. This was gender signal. Okay. This was defense. Well, the best
Important
spirit.
to have some way of defense.
Yes. Okay, this was maintenance signal, I think. Okay, and then defense. Let me fix your hair again.
Try again. That's possible.
Oh
but
no,
in
it
this
was
context-
display of dominance. Okay, so we got all of that right. So to the feeding zone. Unless it's gonna pop back and say.
Well, I
"This
say every
episode-"
lunchtime.
Yeah. Oh! 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 It completed. But we did.
Glorious
it last time.
dopamine noises.
Yeah. That's what we're here for. We're here for the dopes and the memes. And the memes.
It's me, dopes.
Cyberraptor 003 memory is now restored. Yes. Time travel access is now granted.
Yes!
There we go.
VR environment and proceed through doors in hangar.
Okay.
So that's what that other part of the hangar was for.
So, deactivate the VRs.
Yeah.
Environment is active and stable. Training sector.
Well, deactivate it then.
Available.
Come on. Let me leave.
Do it.
We have to go get that man some toilet paper.
Deactivating virtual training environment.
It's literally our only job here.
Terminating robotic virtual training software.
Cool.
Hooray, we've trained a robot.
Shutdown complete.
Wait, VRTE? Oh,
Virtual reality.
Training exercise.
Tyrannosaurus X.
And then... Oh. Yeah, you
Carriage.
go. Yes! Yeah, you go. In you go. This looks like something you'd see in Severance. That!
Ah!
Maybe not this bit. Wait, there was a system error again.
No, god damn it.
With this music playing with that guy's head just bobbing backwards and forwards, it's like, he's not in trouble, he's just in a rave.
Yeah, I don't think much of the new Doctor Who intro. No, we just restored all our memories. Don't bloody reformat the drive.
Yeah, man, we get it. Time travel is in progress. This is good to know. Unless it then goes, you'll need to play another game.
Need to wait for the next issue of
6
PC
weeks
Gamer
later?
magazine.
What? Oh, an email. Thanks, Mom? Wow.
What OS is this meant to be?
RTG.
It's like the layout of macOS and
Oh, no,
the
C.
stylings of...
Robotics Training Center. Oh, Dr. Cope.
Hi there. It's Dr. Cope. I just wanted to tell you how grateful I am for your help.
I fucked up.
You know, since you rescued me, the entire Dinomation Robotics Training Center project has
YouTube,
leapt
it's
ahead.
time for me to apologize
We've even
again.
begun construction on Cyberraptor 4. Oh, and you should check out the newspaper clippings, too. I've included them in this file. Well,
along with a
I
video
have to go.
in the
My
90s.
planet needs me.
Somehow.
Let's keep in touch.
He'll never call you again. Never.
Not at once.
The term has been requested.
Oh, Lord.
It is... Legit Larry.
I mean, there is a Jurassic Park CD-ROM. I don't think it's quite like this, though.
We're beginning a new part of Leisure Suit Larry 3 in pursuit of the
Lord.
pulsating Victoris. Dear Diary, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was divorce. D-I-V-O-R-C-E. Tammy Wynette could not have spelt it any better. Here I am, looking over the moonlit waters of Bass Lake in California again in all places. One arm around the love of my life, passionate Patty. I've already given the story away. And the other around our favorite stuffed doll. What? Oh, no, it gets worse. A fuzzy and cuddly life-size replica of myself. What the fuck, Larry? What the fuck?
Is it a voodoo doll? I'm fine if it's a voodoo doll.
It makes writing a little difficult, but I manage. I always do. In the background, the CD version of Saturday Night Fever soundtrack is igniting our night with the disco beat for all ages. No, wait. You're listening to Saturday Night Fever with one arm around Patty and another around a life-size replica of you. What the fuck is this night? I am an internationally acclaimed star of my own computer games admired by men and adored by women from coast to coast around the world. I am what I've always meant to be. There is perhaps one thing for me to achieve in my life to be perfect. People magazine. Larry Laffer on the cover of People. And of course a long video feature on lifestyles and being interviewed by Barbara Walters or being selected to be the first male hunk to pose for National Geographic's annual swimsuit issue. But that's the trouble with perfection. It can always be better. However, I digress, and I think that's a paragraph. Good Lord. I think, yes, we will be welcoming in the Dino Overlords after that. Is that just the video again? That's just the video again.
Hi there.
Hi there, Dr. Cope.
Hi, Dr. Cope.
Hi, everybody.
Metalloid.
Metalloid dinosaur relic. When dinosaur expert Jim Griffiths recently returned from the dig sites at Devil's Canyon with an unusual fossil find, the entire world of paleontology stopped and looked on. It just looked like any fossilized raptor claw, comments paleontologist Ryan Herbert, whoever he is. We weren't introduced to him. But what makes it special is that it's made of a sophisticated metal alloy. We're completely baffled. Okay.
Well, that's how science tends to start out.
Dinobot. Famous paleontology makes comeback. Possibly the most extraordinary paleontologist of our time has resurfaced. 7 years ago, the whole world watched as Dr. Cope and his illustrious team of engineers at Dinomation Robotics Training Center unveiled fully autonomous artificial robot. Well, they were, but they were dinosaurs. However,
You make this sound like a big deal, but I've been to the time capsule. I've seen their animatronics.
Yeah.
They probably weren't working because they never were, but still.
However,
It's a swimming pool.
The height of the project's development, Dr. Cope vanished, simultaneously jeopardizing the project. His return is as mysterious as his disappearance. Aaron Turk reports! Marshall Cope. Robotics project is back in action following the mysterious disappearance of world-renowned paleontologist Dr. Marshall Cope. The Dinomation Robotics project was put on hold. That was 7 years ago. Now Dr. Cope is back, and all because of a budding paleontologist helped him out. Tim Bradley tells the story. We're budding paleontologists, apparently. Paleo times. Like when if you say paleo times these days, it'd be like, oh, are we talking about the diet? Yeah, it's all paleo. Lost paleontologist tells his story. Cool. I've seen all the news clippings, dude. Can I go into... Oh! Dad's accounts. Why does it have a belt on it? Oh, here's some art. Nice. These arrows work? They do. Wow. I do like that some of these are quite action posed as well. Because usually... Oh, look at him!
I wasn't expecting him to T-pose or anything.
But, usually they're just you see them quite flat and static like these dudes. And then you get this dude who's like, oh my god, what the fuck? Brenda!
Evidently in motion.
Or maybe he saw this and was like, holy shit, that tail. Oh, it's cute! That's a lot of dino art. Ooh. Do we have games? No. Dad's accounts? No. Homework? No.
It took a second to quit there, but...
Yeah.
Was wondering if it was going to, crash on exit.
Credits.
There it is! We did it!
We did it! It's surprisingly a short game. Most of the work that was...
For being given away on a cover disc?
I mean,
I don't know.
Did they make any more?
That is a question.
I mean, I don't think they made any more of the Dinomations, but the Time Blazers part. Oh my god, it was Michael Hurst!
Who?
That's Aeolus from Hercules, the legendary.
Oh yes, yeah, you said. Oh man.
Because I was like, it looks a lot like him, but the voice doesn't sound right. But he's a New Zealander, so I guess that's his American accent that he's doing.
Yeah, he wouldn't be the first person to be ADR'd in this game.
This is true. Wow. Terra Media. Terra Media. Oh. Well, there was a show in Canada called Time Blazers.
I wonder if that is anywhere close to the same thing. Or just coincidence.
Oh, hi there. I see you've been out in the field digging up dinosaur bones.
Hello?
Well, looks
Wait,
like
what?
you found some really interesting bones there. May I do this again?
Oh.
Oh, it's outtakes.
It's outtakes. It'd be more fun if we saw the video with it.
Yeah. Because this had video
George
in the
Callison,
game, so
paleontologist at Dinomation. Come with me and help explore how living dinosaurs can be learned.
Can be
I think I
learned?
should do this again.
Oh!
I would like for to learn a dinosaur.
There's another one. Space Station Alpha, The Encounter.
Place to piece those bones back
Oh.
together and clean them up.
Why do I feel like this would be less educational?
Also known as Young Astronauts, a Young Astronauts Council product.
Have to clean first. Piece
Interesting.
later.
That was from 1996. So maybe that one will be longer.
Hmm.
But it looks like it's just the 2. But yes. So that was a game.
It was
It
very
was.
a game.
Yes. So I guess we'll head off because we don't have anything else planned.
Nope. I have nothing.
No, you have the rest of your short break to what's that called, to enjoy, and we will. I mean, I think I'll still be streaming at Grandma whole time, but we won't have Dave. So I have no idea what we're doing.
Oh.
So you're welcome to join if you'd like, but you might have other things on. But yeah. Oh yeah, because we were playing Torrance Passage like ages ago. Maybe I could go back to that. That would be fun. But yeah.
How far did you get?
Well, you were there during that stream. I think we got from
Bold of you to assume I remember.
This is true. I think we got to the second part with the butternuts.
Let's see.
So we definitely passed through the first portal into the second section, but I do not remember the rest myself because it's been quite a time. But yeah, so that will be at Saturday night for most of you, Sunday morning for me. I'd probably be starting at 6:30 a.m., which would be 9:30 for you. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So things might happen. Anyway, I will post it up on the Discord when I work out what I'm doing. So yeah. Bye, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Oh, my mouse cursor is stuck. There we go.
No.